It's live. Check, check, 1, 2. Yep.
So how'd you want to do your thing? Are we starting going in right now?
Go on ahead, yeah.
Going in.
You gotta make sure that one is. I just heard this one flash.
Yeah. You gotta press record and just leave it.
Okay. All right. It's live.
Ah, then.
Yep.
Test. Yup. Oh, hell yeah. Good shit. We made it. Yeah. Oh, man. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Oh, all right, man. Let's get right into it, man. Welcome, everybody. You're here at the podcast, brand new. That being said, my name is Niu Romanuvai. Got our co-host here, Mr. Joe Fui. Coming to you, just talk about things, talk about life, talk about your life, talk about his life, talk about my life, anybody's life, just life in general, not just your personal life, but just your thoughts, your deep thoughts, just all the things that are going on in this world, our country. I mean, shoot, man, 2020 wasn't the very best, but it's good to hear other people say that it was a blessing for them to kind of build their family and get together. What do you think about that?
It was a good year, man. A lot of self-reflection.
Yeah.
A lot of time to gather your thoughts and kind of see what the future holds. It's a lot of differences from last year and years before, but it was nice, man. I liked it.
Yeah, a lot of people that I talked to about, the year 2020. I mean, like I said before, you hear all just the bad things about it, people catching the COVID and actually passing away, and other people relationships, because you're quarantined in the house, and some of us are just used to going to work or doing our daily things, and not sometimes the mom or the dad, they're not used to it, they're masangi to stay inside the house 24 hours a day with the kids and the wife. I'm not saying that my situation was good, but there's just some families that were torn of that. But the good thing, the good thing about hearing other people talk about the year 2020 was they were able to spend time with their families, and realize that they've missed. If this didn't happen, they would miss a lot. Just being with their kids and whatnot. I notice you've been around the kids a lot, and you got 2 kids of your own. Sure, I got 4, and so just being around them, it's just who we are, family oriented, people, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be around those kids, especially in that year. So, but yeah, I don't know. I just wish the best for everyone the new year, 2021. Hopefully that our issues can just be resolved, whether it's politics or in the household, and I say politics because there's a lot of politics. A lot of people has gone into politics.
That's a happening thing, man.
You know what I mean? Yeah, there's nothing else to do. We're all trapped, and we got this election going on, and it's just like everyone's jumped on board, and it's just crazy. I mean, I don't know. it's just mind boggling every time you see the news. It's just politics this, politics that. Protesting here, especially the protesting. I mean, did you ever think that we would have that little havoc or whatever you want to call it downtown? I didn't think we were gonna ever see something like that here, especially in Salt Lake City. So I don't know. What are your thoughts about that, man? That situation.
Eddie and Pi, they went down there.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
And that was kind of a new thing to me. It's a new scene. There's a lot of, I guess, social unrest.
Yeah.
People are trying to figure out, and with the whole 2020 reflection kind of thing, it's like, hey, where are we at as a people, as like Americans, or how are we able to come together right now, especially with what's going on. So that's, I don't know, my whole take on 2020 was good. Could have been better. I think there are things that we can do to make it better. I mean, and that starts with who we are personally, like, individually.
What can we make better, at least going into 2021 right now? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of families out there. It goes with every year, but it's just, this year is just, it means a lot more because of what happened in 2020. What do you think we can do better as families, as just individuals in general?
I like simple things. Yeah, I like to stick to really simple things.
Yeah.
Just reaching out to people, talking to people out and about on the road,
saying hi, like giving a smile.
Yeah, man, it's that ripple effect of who you are out there, out and about in the street. Walk out your door, and you're out in the wilderness of people or whatever. So that's a good way to start. Is just yeah, man, smiling, whatever, communication.
Yeah,
finding a way to uplift somebody else, somebody around you.
That's true, man. I'm part of a youth program, and so coming up in the youth, we did everything together. There's always activities, I was meeting, for either, basketball or volleyball or whatnot within the youth. And then we had scouts. Now it's just, man, that you could really tell the effects that it had on some of the youth. It's something that you just got to work hard at, to get back that old way, the old ways. And as we all know, 2020, nothing's going to be normal. Everything's going to change, everything's going to change. And when I say change, as far as being cleanliness, physically, I guess, I don't know how to put it, but the public and whatnot being clean and stuff. So there's going to be different ways how we're going to live our life, how we go inside and outside the stores and or any building that we go into. But yeah, just as far as the youth, man, it's again like 4 or 5, that's it. But growing up, as we grew up, the youth, there's always a lot of us in the youth program, and so that's just, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I know that there's a lot of work to be done, but not just, in our youth group, just everywhere, man. It's just a lot of people has been extremely affected by 2020, this COVID thing. So hopefully it's, gets over, keep saying your prayers and may God just keep blessing us abundantly, But yeah, that's just, how's your family taking it?
They're doing well.
Yeah.
The closest person to us that I know was Witi and their whole family, but Witi tested negative twice.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, I don't know, it's still good to be sanitary.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the goal and focus.
Yeah.
Walk out the door, have the hand sanitizer, the mask. the all the stuff. What is it? The wipes,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of new things that I never really cared to do or carry around with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, 2020 has been a trip, dude. The whole, I lost 3 jobs in like a matter of.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, so I was at a hotel, a club, or the restaurant, and the concert venue.
Oh yeah, you're bartending. Yeah.
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 So bartending.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then
That's
COVID's
right.
like, nope,
That's right.
you're gonna stop doing that. And so, yeah, man, went back.
Oh, and that's why.
Again.
Yeah, that's when you went back to the piano.
Yep.
Bears Piano. Shout out to Bears Pianos.
Right on.
What up, Johnny?
Yo.
Yeah.
So it's been a blessing.
Yeah.
Very thankful for work.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just that whole transition, because I left to go do bartending full time, and that was working out right after Sundance. So I'm not even sure. I think I had COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So after Sundance, I was laying in bed for like 2 days. Oh man, it felt like 2 days straight, just laying there, having all the symptoms that they talk about.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, after getting back to pianos, so Lem left town, then I went right back to pianos. There was a ton of moves that needed to be done at one of the universities, and so he left to California, and then I got back to piano, so it kind of worked out really well.
Right.
Then right after I went back to pianos, I lost all those jobs. Because that's what I was doing before.
Yeah.
So I was doing pianos in the morning and
I remember you telling me that. That's right. Dang, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Because it hit a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
It hit a lot of people.
Dude, food and beverage got hit.
Yeah.
It was
in fact, one of my coworkers, he had a restaurant out in Layton. And when it hit, I think he only lasted 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. And he had, tough times already, but man, when that hit, it really showed how tough it was, like, to keep running his business, and boom, it just, nobody was showing up. So he had to shut it down. And
is he doing like a temporary shutdown, like a furlough thing, or
No, he just shut it down because he just looked at the books and he knew that I'm gonna lose a lot of money.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get out of it. And so that field, that you're in, man, it's just crazy because they sold alcohol there too as well. And so, but man, again, for me, it blessed. I had blessings. I didn't get blessed with, like an add-on to my life. No, it's just a blessing that I was able to still provide.
I'm gonna check that click.
Yep.
So were you ever furloughed at all, or had that end up working out?
No. We thought that we were gonna. So in fact, we had a layoff right before the pandemic, and it was funny is that I want to say a month after the pandemic, all this work started coming in. And so the guys that weren't laid off we were all forced to work overtime. And so we were like, dude, we don't have, they finally managed was like, dude, we don't have enough power, so we need to call these guys back. Well, the thing is, these guys weren't answering the phones, and we weren't going to, management wasn't going to call till later on the year. And these guys were out, out of town, fishing, whatever they were doing. It was ice fishing, probably, yeah. But I don't know know if it was hunting season or whatnot, with a lot of these guys that work were just out and about, and they were trying to get them to come back to work. And so, anyways, yeah, just
they were in the middle of like vacation time.
Yeah, yeah, because they knew that they were gonna get laid off and whatnot, so they planned around that time. And we had this work, and we needed everyone to come back. But yeah, dude, it's just blessing, just a blessing to even keep a job and be grateful at it or for it. Yeah, man, it hit a lot of people, man. Not just everywhere around the country, man.
Dude, man, the whole world, man. I mean, we didn't come to like a full standstill, but there's places that are recovering. There's places like New Zealand that are on the up and up.
Yeah.
That are doing concerts and shows and stuff. I think they're doing like rugby.
Yeah. Right, man. That's awesome. That it just shows that we can overcome what's going on and take care of the situation that's happening. Taking care of the virus and whatnot. This vaccination. I pray that it works. I pray that it works. You see some side effects here, but you just got it. Let it work, guys. Let it get out there.
Yeah, I think once it becomes more readily available, a lot of everyone is just waiting right now. It's like a waiting game of who gets to get the vaccine and how it's going to be available to the general public.
I think the senior citizens have been getting vaccinated now.
That's the first line, right?
Those yeah.
First chance or first dibs.
I believe that is the case. So, oh man. Well, shoot, man. Let's just dive right into it, man. Kind of change the subject here. Kind of prolong that introduction and whatnot, but
it's a lot of relevant things of 2020 that kind of put us to where we are now.
Yeah, but shoot, man, let's just dive right into it, man. Just tell us who you are, Joe. What you do, and just you. Just tell us who you are.
What was that? I am that I am.
Oh man, I am. I do what I can do when I can do.
I am that I am. Yeah, dude. I feel like I'm like a collective character of all of our family. Like all of the things that I like of all 12 of us.
Okay.
I feel like those are the things that kind of...
I like that.
Those are the kinds of things that motivate me. But yeah, man, I'm not perfect. I've had my fair share of, mess around.
Hey, man, I hated this fool when he was young, man. I hated this fool, man. It's just, didn't listen to nobody. Oh, God, this fool right here, man. Dude, just don't want to listen to nobody. It's like, man, I don't know how many times I probably punched him more in the head than anyone that I fought.
I learned a lot of good defense techniques.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, dude, just calm down, man.
Yeah.
It's like this guy knew the whole world and knew my business, his business, and it's like, you're no older than me. You're only like 3 or 2 years older than me. Like, I'm older. Shut up! I'm gonna slap your face. Yeah, there's just no quits in this guy, man. No quits. He's mellow now.
Man,
he's changed a lot as he grew up after high school, man. He mellowed out a lot,
Dude.
And now we can't stop hanging around with this guy, man. He's just awesome person. I'll tell you a little about Joe. In my perspective, how I saw Joe, man, Joe was he's a different cat. Like you said, he just kind of picked everybody's brains, the 12 of us, just, and put it in his personality, and just was able to just be Joe. So at that time, when I hated this kid, was like that's what he was doing. He was trying to figure out who he was going to be. Now that I think about it, and just I at the time I didn't think that Joe would ever come out of that freaking Joe that I didn't like. Just really just didn't want to listen to nobody. He says what he says. This guy would say that he's gonna run away. We find him under the pine tree next to the Stag's house, and the Stags live right next to us. This guy would just sit on the fence under the pine tree. I thought you were gonna run away.
I think that's the furthest you got. I think that was it, dude. I didn't make it too far.
But as Joe grew, even he was there at our, it was awesome because me, Weetie Moo, and Joe got to be on the same football team at Skyline High School. Shout out to Skyline, class of 01, you know what I mean? EAGLE. But yeah, and so that was cool. That was a cool moment. Mind you, that we all three of us went to the championship game and lost. Everybody, our senior years, huh?
Yeah, 2 years in
Northridge, right?
Yeah.
Were you guys in Northridge too? Yeah, so shout out to Northridge. Yeah, I ain't trying to hate. Had some people on that team. Good people.
A good friend of mine, Kylie Kalama, was the quarterback.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I met him in Hawaii.
Yeah. Ali was the linebacker, number 3. We bumped heads every year in high school. But yeah, that's the guy that was on the team that beat us first and ended up going to DC State for a semester or for a year. He went and I left. But yeah, good guys over there. But yeah, man, yeah, we got to play with Joe, and we also got to wrestle. We were all on the same wrestling team, and so don't know how many matches. They probably don't want to go into that. Oh man, freaking yeah. Then like I said, just taking all those things and just trying to muster it up and find who you are. I think after high school, right before you left, you kind of mellowed out, and it was cool to hang out with you and whatnot. And I know those years you were gone, it's just like, man, Joe was just, Joe was just cool to be around, and we missed you a lot. You were gone, and you're back, and you're still the same. So, kudos to you, Mr. Ulavali guy.
Things seem more interesting when you kind of make a ruckus, or just life in general. With all those sport accolades or whatever, I wasn't really a sports guy. I was mostly you and Weetie. You guys were like all-star newspaper people. I didn't really have any of that.
I don't know. I wasn't a newspaper. The Skyline was on a newspaper.
Yeah, the team was great and the coach was legendary.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like
Joe Dupay or
good old Roger.
Roger Dupay. Joe Dupay was the oldest son.
Yeah. And so
shout out to the Dupays.
Yeah.
What's up, Danny?
Right on. Yeah, I wasn't really I was a bench warmer guy, just kind of hang out and see what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as like sports and football and wrestling, you guys even did rugby.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah, that was way fun, man. Got some stories out there, but go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't do rugby.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was
Oh, I didn't know
years
that.
like sports stuff is. I mean, I had the rugby going through it around, and mess around, but
Yeah.
nothing like organized union style
Yeah.
like you guys did.
It was cool to play rugby. It was cool to play dad sport.
Mm.
You know, it was cool to play dad sport, and man, it was just too late in high school for dad to try to teach us.
Oh, okay.
Because
there's a lot going on with rugby. That's
a
pretty cool game.
At that time, it was. I just remember dad telling us, "You got to play the ball. You got to play the ball. Anybody could touch the ball. You got to play the ball." And then I didn't realize, like, to play the ball, you got to be real fit. Because rugby, I mean, it's kind of like backyard football, man. You know what I mean?
A lot of running.
Just backyard football, just running back and forth. Like, so how about the downs and the inches and the freaking first downs? Is like, dude. It's, kind of like Smear the Queer too. So I looked at rugby, but it was cool. It was cool to just play the, dad sport. And
we did 2 years of cricket. 2 years of it's a different cricket though. It's not.
It's not Ikea
what
cricket.
style of it's not Ikea or
oh man, I forget.
It's Samoan cricket, but it's the I don't know. I still understand the nuances of the game. It's kind of
I didn't know they use not the outfielders, but the is it the that's in back of the pitcher? The like the catcher. Oh man, what is it? Anyways, I think they have a glove. I don't think the pitchers have a glove, but the guys like right next to the pitchers has a glove in those leagues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in those leagues, but we have no gloves in ours, and so I gotta check that out, man. Yeah, but cricket.
Go back and do cricket?
No.
We went back and did cricket with Lem. That was brand new to me. But those guys, there was apparently, I think they played with just Lem and his friends team. Or they think they went back to Lem's dad's team. I can't remember. He was telling me stories about that just recently. I had no idea that they were doing it like that. But he said he grew to like it.
Yeah. So. I could say Lem, Charlie, Hono.
Neil was really good.
Neil.
Yeah, he's still...
just the guys that I remember off of the bat. Those are the guys that come to mind that are good. Nicky was good. Charlie's older brother, Nick. Who else was on the squad? Man? Jerry had a couple of catches and good hits on the team. Was it Jerry? Yeah, Jerry was on the team.
To me, everyone was good. I wasn't really athletic.
I only had one catch.
Dude, I don't think I did.
And I didn't score. I didn't score. I just had one catch. One catch. It's the highlight of my life. So what are we doing here on this sun, man?
I don't know, dude. Cricket is kind of like it's more of like a ritual thing.
Yeah.
Like it's so. I mean, some people take it pretty seriously.
Oh man.
But there are some people who are just kind of like, hey man, I just show up to Saturday and got
the lineup. Remember the lineup?
Yeah.
The lineup, and we was playing the Eagles. It was Lion King versus the Eagles, and the Eagles was the top team, and our coach was just pissed, man. It's just irate about the lineup because they weren't there for the lineup, and if you're not there for a lineup, that's a forfeit.
Okay.
And remember, one of the guys on the Eagles was saying, Fakati, wait, we got our guys are all coming. They're just over there changing. But this is after the time has gone, and you're still trying to hold them up. And then our coach was so mad that right after, the game went on. It was like whatever, the lineup went on and the game went on. I'm sure he was just mad. Coach was mad. And I just turned around and just, the sticks that are behind you, the olo, right? Just grab the bat, whack, 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 smashed all. End of game. That's how we're gonna end our game right there, okay? Because we are the Lion King.
Good times, man. Yeah, people take that stuff seriously, dude. But I think that it's with anything in life. You can, find something, focus on it, and give it all your energy and time, and it's a serious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cricket for me is not one of those things. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, man. I played cricket. So we played cricket together, rugby together, football. I don't think we ever played basketball together. But yeah, man, we did a lot of things together as brothers. Hey. So where you at now? Like what are you doing now? And just man. What's going on now?
Mostly just work.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find different ways to make money online.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been interesting to me. A lot of that right now is just in the very beginning stages. So it's good to I like this kind of thing where you can document where we are and what we're looking forward to do. But yeah, making money online, that's the general area of it. And then still just...
That's where the world's going to, man, online. Man.
But I still have...
the world's there already,
Yeah.
It's just us. Not really tech savvy guys. Trying to catch up. I'm catching up here and there, but yeah.
It's a matter of reading, studying, research, just trying to find out what your online niche would be.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many options available. I mean, it's almost like as many ways to make money on this planet as there are people.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's billions of different ways to do it. It's finding that way to do it. Yeah, dude. But I mean, as far as just regular work and being able to be thankful for a place to show up and work, that's fine and dandy with me. I'm happy about it.
That's
I'm thankful for work, so you go work and work your butt off.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do to
Makes sense, dude.
Yeah, you gotta provide and protect. Yeah, man. Shoot, well.
Dude, with you and your travels.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You did a thing, an internet thing. You became kind of like a YouTube celebrity thing going on. I mean, that's cool, dude. I've never traveled as extensively as you have, or going out of the country and coming back. And how did that all work out, dude?
It was fun. It was fun. Together? It was fun just getting to experience the world. Seeing the world like that just on a 90-second act. Just 90 seconds. 90-second act got us to travel the world, and got to go to Singapore and Germany, England, Paris. Where did we go? Yeah, we went into China. We had to fly into China and stay there for a layover. So we got to hang out in China just in the airport, but just to be over there, I'm like, wow, I did not believe it. But yeah, man, it just all, started in 2013. We actually filmed our gig in the summer of 2012 and didn't release it till 2013, and that's when everything started blowing up. Our first gig was Jimmy Kimmel, and I'm sorry, it's called Tummy Talk. So Tummy Talk. I'm the drum. I'm the human drum for Tummy Talk, for those who don't know. But yeah, check it out on YouTube, Tummy Talk. We've been on a few shows. America's Got Talent. France's Got Talent. Keep It in the Family out in the UK. Jimmy Kimmel. I believe that one's not on. I think they took it down already. But we were on the Gong Show. So yeah, just type in Tummy Talk, not Tuck. Talk. So yeah, look it up and you'll find all those episodes on there and whatnot. So, but yeah, we put it out 2013, and then it just took off from there. Here we're 2021, and just in the summer, Romania wanted us. So, and before that, Turkey wanted us.
How's it gonna work out with all the travel things?
It didn't work out. We turned it down. Romania hit. I think it was before the pandemic or something like that they contacted us and wanted us to come out in the summer. But after the pandemic hit, and just kind of shut it down. But yeah, man. It's been awesome, man. It's just a lot of people. Not a lot, but you know, most of the guys that we grew up, the people that we grew up just in our community, know me as, oh, that's the Tummy Talk guy, Tummy Talk. And so
there's a guy I met at I went to go pick up some food at Pacifica Kitchen out there in Magda, and there's a guy. What was his what was his cart? It's a Manpur man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, Tummy Talk, your brother. And, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So people recognize you off of the, it's like it's a small Polynesian community.
Yeah.
But, oh yeah, the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old human drum.
Yeah. Yeah, man. When I first went to work, started at my job, I was just on the forklift, just driving down the dock, and there's this guy just staring at me like, it's like, dude, what's this guy's problem? And this is like probably, I want to say 2 years after. Yeah, I want to say 15. When I got on over there, and I was just driving around, just driving. This guy's just staring at me, with a smile on his face, I was just like, and finally, I get in my trailer, I get off my forklift, and he's like, hey. And I was like, oh, what's up, man? And I didn't know his name because I just started there. He comes up and he's like, were you on America's Got Talent? I was like, no. What? It's like, oh, I swear you look like the guy that they play the drums on. I was like, yeah, that's me. And he's just like, oh, oh my gosh, I freaking love your acting, So, but yeah, that was bad thing. I don't get that reaction anymore. And like, there's people at Walmart when I first started recognize me and whatnot. But yeah, man, it's been fun, dude. It's crazy. Shout out to Tummy Talk and all the guys, Matt Nickel, Terrell Shepard, Hona, Selmanu, freaking Dave. Sorry, Dave, don't know your last name. That's okay.
Do you ever offer anyone a slap? Do you want to?
No.
You just give us,
No, man.
Hey, you're the guy. Yeah, right here, dude.
Wow, man. Those guys, it's funny when I go on stage and whatnot. I just, right before we get on stage, I always tell them, I was like, hey, I want you to slap the hell out of me.
Oh, okay, get it popping.
Yeah. So let's
Some
do
good
this.
Acoustics.
Yeah. Let's do this. And like every time they do not fail to hit me as hard as they can.
Yeah.
When we were on Jimmy Kimmel, that was the hardest face slap I've ever had by Matt. Okay. Matt's the only one that hits me in the face.
Oh, okay.
Because that very end slap, in the face. And so on Jimmy Kimmel, man, that thing came. Woof. I just remember just like coming down like this, and coming back up, and I could feel just the blood start streaming down. It's like, I'm sniffing, so that there's no blood on TV. It's not coming down on TV.
I did not know that was happening.
Yeah,
Did it show
man.
on TV? Did it
No,
show that?
no.
Oh, okay, so you.
I kind of like, caught it. I felt it coming down. I was like, but yeah, as soon as he got off, he shut off the cameras, man. I was grabbed the paper towel. I was like, dang, you slapped the shit out of me. Oh man.
You've been
Yeah.
slapped around the world, dude. Literally,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I've never, it's something I can't say. I've been slapped around the world, dude. Traveled the planet
Oh man.
off of that, dude. That's insanely cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun. So shout out to Tummy Talk, man. Let's not do a gig soon. It hurt, man. It hurts.
I
ain't
can only
gonna lie,
imagine,
it
dude.
hurts, man.
I'm just saying.
You
I've
know,
felt a few of those closed fist slaps in the face from you. So I mean, good times. But that's yeah, dude. That's definitely a trip.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Such a
just
trip that it.
traveling, man. Man, 2013, we were traveling. It was literally like coming back, then we go out, come back, and we go out. In fact, I was gone for like 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks, dude. We went out to Culver City and did a YouTube thing there.
Culver City,
California.
Oh, okay.
And it's known for studios.
Oh, okay.
And so we were out there and walking the carpet out there. I walked the red carpet. It's just like, what the heck? Oh, it's the same carpet I could get over at the Desert Industries and just lay it. But yeah, did the carpet over there and did a gig over there. Had a who was there? Sarah Silverman was there. Vince Vaughn, Seth Rogen. They were. Those are like the big names. Who else? Is it Rick? No, forget his name. Comedian guy, man, just roasts everybody. I don't even want to be roasted by that guy. But yeah, Andy Samberg, freaking him and his little music group and whatnot. But yeah, we were over there. That took like I think 4 days. And then we shot out to Singapore and we stayed out in Singapore for like a week and a half or something like that, man. So every time we traveled, we were gone for a significant amount of time. And it's just like, dang, dude. It got tiring, but it was fun. It was fun, dude. Just never traveled like that around the world. That was an experience, man. And like I said, we're still, looks like we'll still continue to experience. People want us to come out and see the belly. They want to see the belly get slapped. Yeah.
They want to see. They want to hear it, dude. They want to hear the human drum and work.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, Frank. It's a trip. Oh man.
So, what's been keeping you busy lately? Do you pre-plan football stuff right now, or do you go through plays and stuff? I'm gonna check this click on this.
Yep. But yeah, I'm at Harriman right now, Harriman High School, and coaching over there. And so that keeps me really busy during the season. Really busy during the season, of course. And so, just kind of just learning. It's always a learning process as a coach and whatnot. I haven't hit up any of the other coaches yet, but I know we're all fiending to get back into it and hear each other's thoughts, and changes that we need to do. Of course, there's always changes every year, And so, but yeah, and then, just going to work. I work my 9 to 5. shoot. So graveyard shift. Shout out to the graveyard shift. Been working graveyards over there at my job for the past 7 years. So, um, yeah, just doing that. And, taking care of the kids. And, yeah, just trying to keep moving, man. One foot in front of the other. You know, like I said, I was trying to provide and protect, you know. And so, I don't, and then of course, you know, like I said earlier on, I'm part of the youth program and whatnot. So, got to fulfill some things over there, but you know, you got to fulfill everything that you got to do, right? As a father, you know, as a or as a worker or employee, you know, as a coach, you know, any title or calling that you get, I just feel like you got to try to, you know, grind and put one foot in front of the other and keep going. You know, I enjoy coaching a lot, teaching. Um, I'm more of an on hands guy and real physical when I coach and whatnot, push guys around. It's the only way I can get my guys to comprehend what I'm talking about, you know. And so I got to be hands on and whatnot.
What are you coaching?
The offensive line.
Oh, okay.
Offensive line. Over at Harriman, and so
taking trap.
Ain't nobody know about taking trap. Eagle born, eagle bred, eagle till the day I'm dead. Oh man, yeah, that was the bread and that was the butter.
You guys running that kind of thing every now and again, or no?
No. Ours is we run with the fullback, so we have two backs. We'll go offset I or I formation. We'll go two tights, you know, and then we'll go spread. We'll go 11 personnel and whatnot, you know, one tight end, one back. But we want to be known as a running team. We want to be able to ground and pound. So that old school.
Establish the run.
Yeah. And so we want to be a heavy set team on that. But we getting there. And so as a team, I'm not talking about the players, as coaches as well. So like I said, it's always a learning. There's always something new to learn. Always something new to learn. I've learned a lot since I've been at Harriman. I was at West Jordan High School for the last 5 seasons. And so learned a lot over there. Coach Mayfu was our head coach at first, and then Coach Mund, I was there for my last year. And then I went out to Harriman. So, in fact, I'll be actually battling against these guys. We'll be playing against my old coaches.
Okay.
Coaches, Coach Mund. West Jordan just moved into our region, and so did Mountain Ridge.
That's the new one.
Yeah,
okay.
Mayfu's over there with a lot of our old coaching staff that we were with
at West Jordan.
At West Jordan, yeah. Oh. Me and the head sophomore coach were the only ones that stayed back at West Jordan. Everyone else had gone over to Mountain Ridge, and so they did a good job last year. So shout out to Mayfu. You know, just learning under him the last 4 years that I spent over at West Jordan with him was cool, man. It was awesome to learn. You know, his just learn from him as a coach and whatnot, just to see how he runs things. And I like to say he's an organized coach. He came out and was real organized what he wanted to do and whatnot. And so West Jordan I think for us it was hard to find the personnel, so we had to have kids that kind of develop to play the positions that were our core positions to have that we needed someone to ball out at. And so, but man, good coaching over there. I was able to, so we'll be able to play against each other. And so I was an O-line and a D-line coach under Mayfu, and then I was a running backs coach under Mund. And so now I'm the O-line coach over at Harriman with Pierce. So getting to just great coaching from everyone, from different coaches, everyone has got their own style of coaching and whatnot, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, man, it's cool to see these kids develop and help them with life, because really, for me, game of football is there's a lot of like there's a lot of the stuff that you learn from the game of football can use for the benefit of life. Um, a lot of things you go through as a coach yelling at you, whether the coach is yelling at you or putting an arm around you, whether your teammates is pushing you or your teammates not, has to do a lot. It's got to do a lot of that stuff you're gonna go through in life, and whatnot. It's like, man, at that point, it's just cool to just see these guys grasp that knowledge, those experiences, and then see them use it. Because if I'm doing the same thing, of course they're doing the same thing. They're learning what they've learned as they're young, and they're just gonna use it. But for me, it's pretty cool to see them develop to that. You know what I mean? And as our previous coaches, when I bet they probably say the same thing, is as cool to just see you gradually develop into a man, use those values that you learned here as you were young and put them into your life with your family, your kids, or just your personal, or if you didn't have a family, just with you in general. So yeah, man, coaching's fun.
I've never been there. Yeah, that sounds like a valuable experience even for a coach. Probably more for the kids, just to like learn and develop in the game, but at the same time, just as a person, to be on the other side of the ball.
Oh yeah, a lot of meetings, just trying to get these guys prepared mentally and physically. As coaches, we gotta, it's all about the strategize. Our scheming. Our next. What's the next attack? We coming from this way or this way? We're going up the middle. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, should try it.
Dude, I don't think I'm knowledgeable enough to be able to tell people X's and O's, man.
Yeah.
It's a moving chess piece, moving chessboard, where every single play resets itself. But yeah, dude, comprehending X's and O's like that, dude, takes a different kind of mind.
Yeah, man, it really does. And so yeah, man, just that, and just
so what, 5+ years now with coaching?
Yeah, 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah, this was my 6th season, and so I got probably 3 more seasons left in me. 3 more seasons left in me, because Puya and Checho, my kids, will be of age to where, like, I want to see them, do whatever they want to get into, whether it's football, basketball, or whatever sport or whatnot. Or, if it's not just a sport, I just want to be there, at that age.
One of them might get into some kind of non-sports activity.
Yeah.
Maybe be in the chess club or something.
Oof.
Oh, I guess it's a sport, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be in debate. That's kind of a sport too. I don't know. Maybe they won't be sports people like you.
Debate, man. I like it's like fun debate.
Beats me, dude. It's possible.
Yeah. So. Yeah, man. So, probably 3 more seasons, but we'll see. I know that when I told everyone that it was my last season, I know I was feeling pretty sad that, dang, this is going to be my last season. And then, it ended up over at Aaron, man. it's just hard to leave. I mean, you know how it is. It's hard to leave something, something you've done for a long time.
Dude, you came up through the ranks, did the little league thing, high school, collegiate stuff.
Well, I didn't do little league. I never did little league.
You didn't play any little league?
Oh no, I played little league, but
no, I mean,
coaching.
Not coaching. Oh, I'm just saying, like, kind of just through the steps of progression with that sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You made it back.
Yeah, then you go to college. And then you come back from college, and so it's just, you spent a lot of your time doing one thing. You know, whether you're good or not, it's still something that's just a part of you that, like, man, I miss it. And for people that weren't good athletes or good at football, it's more of the camaraderie.
It is, dude.
Together.
Man, that team that those guys put together, Witty, the one at Holland Lam.
The indoor.
David. Dude, all those guys. Man, they love that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I was there because they were there. Yeah. The same with like sports in general for me, dude. I just showed up because you guys were all there. Some of you guys excelled at, so I'm like, all right, I guess I'll show up and throw myself around and sacrifice my body for, I don't know.
That was some dirty football, man. Dude.
Giggles and laugh and stuff, and
it was fun.
It's the camaraderie.
Yeah.
It's the get together, everyone come kick it, we'll do this thing and have fun and hang out.
Yeah, man. It's just that's what it is when you talk to guys that are,
Dude, that indoor league was dirty though, man. Yeah. That was let me check this thing. Sorry, man, with our first go at this thing, at this podcast, I'm still trying to learn how we're gonna set everything up technically. So for those who are wondering why I keep getting up and moving around, checking for batteries and stuff,
bear with us.
Yeah.
Or barefoot.
I mean, this is where we're starting. This is where we end, but this is the start. So
it's just a start to a lot of endless possibilities.
Hey, right on, man. Dude, bring this one back here. Back. Yeah. Just because it kind of...
Kind of show my what's up.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's this battery on this one. So, next time I'll have... We have one actual battery and then two knockoff brand batteries.
Yeah.
And they're all just like dying really fast. I don't know if it's too cold in here or what. I mean, this has been charging for almost.
Is there another battery?
45 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is the actual battery. The other ones are kind of like the Walmart brand. I guess.
Yeah. The great value.
The great value.
Yeah, man. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. Just, get to sit on here on camera and expose my eyeballs to the world.
I mean, it's kind of cool to express your ideas and your thoughts. And not just where you are.
Yeah, so.
And document it, I guess. Or maybe there's other people out there who will find some kind of use or.
Yeah, and thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this, thank you so much for listening to our rambles. But it's something new that Joe and I wanted to do and put it out there for anyone that wants to listen, whether you agree or not with our views of life. It's fine. We respect that, and we respect everybody's opinions and whatnot about world and life. And so we just wanted to come on here and just talk, be real, just to get to know, more of my brother, who he is, get to know anybody that wants to come on. But in the future, we will have guests that will be coming on. We definitely invite some guests and get into, their life and how we all can do better in life, and we all know that no one gets down the road, even though I'm stubborn. I'll tell you that I'm stubborn, and I like to take care of things on my own. But we all know that you can't get anywhere without help, and there's always good people out there that are willing to help. Um, and so, yeah, that's what our podcast wants to be about. And just talk about life, man. Try to edify each other. How we can, like you said, put a smile, say hi to everybody in the world. Shoot, man.
It sounds so basic, but it's so simple.
Yeah.
It really is one of those full circle ideas where you can share some positivity and light, and somebody will find it and pass it to the next person or whatever.
Yeah.
For me, something like this is useful just because, yeah, man, everyone kind of gets into a kind of like a darker, place where they're just trying to get out of mentally, they're in a rut or whatever, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's nice to have somewhere where you can kind of have uplifting thoughts that are circulating, kind of get your brain going in that direction. So even this whole thing was kind of like I was in the ocean with Josh out there in Hawaii. So went and visited
Josh Taylor. Hey, love you, man.
Love you, Josh.
Thank you for taking care of the sister.
Yeah. And he was just mentioning, he's like, dude, do you listen to podcasts? I'm like, no, not really. I'm not a podcast person, listener guy. But I did have some roommates that I live with, Spang Mang and Taylor, and they listen to podcasts. They're podcasts, they like them.
Yeah.
So they turned me on to it, man. And there was one podcast that I would listen to for years. And I still listen to it. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just be listening to it while I'm driving or whatever. But it's the only podcast I'm continuously listening to. It's called Space, Time, and Gravity. And it's a lecture series from Arizona, the University of Arizona or whatever. Or I'm not sure if it's the University of Arizona or Arizona University. Can't remember.
University of Phoenix.
But yeah, so they have this lecture series, and there's 5 different people. I think they're all physicists. 4 of them are theorists, and one's an experimentalist. And so for years, I'd say about 5+ years, been listening to this podcast just on and off. But I don't listen to any other podcasts. I listened to one other podcast. It was with Dave Chappelle. And he went on Joe Rogan, and it was like a 3-hour podcast. Dude. Yeah, like, what's going
Joe
on?
Rogan,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, so Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan was with Darnell.
Yeah. I like Joe
Darnell
Rogan.
Rollins.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they had like a segment going on, and Dave Chappelle showed up at the very end. A 3.5 hour podcast, and I was like, whoa, they're mostly just just hanging out, kicking it. But those 2 roommates that I used to hang out with, or that I used to live with, yeah, man, that was a blessing to live with those 2. But they both listened to Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
like they put me on that podcast, but I barely listened to that episode of Joe Rogan maybe a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that and like I don't know. Just the whole podcasting is new to me.
Yeah.
But it seems like this is the normal setup. It's where they kind of have,
Yeah. No, this is kind of, just going off of you, Hotboxing with Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Is the podcast I listen to.
Yeah, that's the
and
one.
I'm a heavily listen. I heavily listen to his podcast.
Okay.
I'm always looking up the new episodes and whatnot. But then Tony Gonzalez was on there, and he shout out his podcast. So I'm starting to listen to some of his podcasts as well. I forget what it's called. But Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is one of them. But those are the 3 that I kind of just. Joe Rogan's is so he has a lot of them that are long, so I kind of attack the ones that individuals that I'm fans of, and I'll go to those. And
are they usually 3-hour plus podcasts, or are they?
Yeah. Okay. So on average, this is like probably 2 hours, man. Yeah, 2 hours. And so that now I'll be at work and just listening to them. I have it on the speaker and listening to them. But yeah, man, when you came up with the idea,
it was Josh.
or
Yeah,
when
dude.
Josh, when
He
you
was
told
the
me
one
that
that
Josh
like, hey,
told
dude,
you,
would you ever think about starting a podcast with you or something to that effect?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you and you should start a podcast or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know, kind of got my mind, the gears rolling, you know.
Yeah.
The gears gearing.
Yeah.
What's the term, anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was thinking about it, like, oh, okay, yeah. Let me ask you. Yeah. So I waited till I got back to Utah. So that was part of the whole pandemic traveling.
Yeah.
Doing traveling during the pandemic. So I quarantined 2 weeks at Moose House on Big Island. Yeah. It was amazing. Yeah, dude. Hey. And then I got out for like, I'd say a few days of just going traveling out and about. Yeah. Or whatever. And then maybe like a week. I don't know, dude. It seemed like too short of a time. Yeah. I'd love to do it again. And then we went over to Oahu with Kat's parents. Mm-hmm. So we were there. We got to see Tassie and Josh. And that was one of those days at the beach where Josh was like, hey, man, you know, like that, you know. So it kind of took me off guard because I wasn't really, I don't know. It's not really something I think about. Yeah. I'm not a podcast listener. I'm not like a normal listening podcast person. Just that one lecture series, which for some reason I guess we'd call it a podcast. Technically it's on the Apple app of like podcasts, whatever. Yeah. But that was it for me, dude. I remember you telling me, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. But then, I don't know, it was just after the season, the football season, because it was during the season. That's when you told me. Yeah. It was during the season. So it's been what? It's 2021 now. It's the first 10 days of New Year. So it's at least been 4 months, 3-4 months since you told me, and then finally we said, hey, you still want to do that podcast? Yeah, now here we are. I mean, like, it would be months in between. I haven't seen you at I seen you at the restaurant, and you're like, hey, before we left, it was like, hey, what about the podcast? It's like, okay, yeah, let's do this. And then kind of just organizing, gearing up to this. Yeah. We've had just kind of throwing around ideas of what we like, and I'm glad so Taylor T was the one that was telling me about. He's like, Taylor T. Shout out to Taylor T. Man. Hey, you need to come on here, man. Okay. Yeah, grab yourself an earphone, man. Grab yourself some earphones. Get up on here. Yeah, dude. He is, we was kicking it over there, and one of the first ideas that we had was a Sacred Chicken podcast, which I still like. Yeah. That's still something that resonates with me. Oh, it'll be a segment for sure, man. Okay. And we got to talk about the segments, too, that we want to throw in, so. Yeah, and then he was like, oh, you're not going to call it, it's not the brand new podcast? It's like, oh, dang, I love that one. We were just sitting there having a good laugh. Yeah, dude, brand new. And then you're just telling me that's what people call you, like brand new. But new is just NIU, but they kind of, dude. Like, slap your face. So, yeah, brand new is dope, man. I'm glad that works out. No, that'd be, that was awesome, man. That Taylor T was just giving his little share of anybody that I talked to about, starting a podcast. They were like, for real? Oh, okay. Yeah. And then everyone was just like, that's dope, man. That's tight. Because they all know that everyone's getting into podcasts, and all these guys listen to podcasts. Oh, okay. And so it was cool to just hear it, because I was like, what do you start a podcast for? I was assuming that I would get that remark or that comment. Yeah. And instead, they were like, dude, that's dope. That's cool that you're doing that. So yeah, we got a few, been out there trying to grind within the little time that we had, but we got some, a few guests that are going to come on. So we'll let you know. We got social media, right? There's it's a brand new podcast on all the regular. So brand new, not NEW, but NIU. Yeah.
Um, look that up. Go ahead about the social media.
Oh, it's on all of them. So
Okay.
the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you have any questions, inquiries, or I don't know, just comments, you can email at brand new podcast at Gmail. Right now, I'm pretty sure it'll just be like down the line.
And this will go up on YouTube as well. So subscribe, man. Subscribe to the channel and stuff like that. Get us as friends, I guess. On like I said, I'm not too tech savvy with the new things, but there is change coming in my life. Getting technical with it, I guess. But yeah, man, try to go on there and share a comment, share your thoughts. If there's anything that we've talked about and whatnot, and there's something that you want to express, and go ahead, man. Do what you got to do, man, for future fans, I guess, out there. But yeah. So you can find us on all those, right?
All the regular social media platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So, but man, is there anything else you want to touch on, or I don't know? What do you guys want, fans? Let us know. Give us your thoughts.
I'm not good with graphics, but we could do one of those things like point somewhere. A graphic will show up.
Click here if you like. Punch here if you don't like. Oh man, this is great.
Yeah, dude, this is cool, man. Yeah,
man.
It's a lot of good happenings. 2020 was totally different. Something the world has never seen before. We all experienced that together. With the whole world just shutting down in this modern time. Learned a lot of new things about technology. A lot of people working from home.
Oh yeah.
A lot of so that was one of the cool things.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from people losing jobs and stuff, that sucked. But the traffic driving from just here to Eddie's house, from like Salt Lake to South Jordan, no traffic. I remember driving to his house at like 5:00 in the evening, and there's that drive is usually about an hour plus. I'd say like an hour and 20 minutes or so in the middle of traffic, and it took like less than 30 minutes. Just hop and drive straight there, drive right back. The congestion.
It's crazy, man. We're growing out here, man. There's a lot of people moving out here.
You're in the neighborhood right across from where we were when that neighborhood was an empty field.
Yeah. Remember we used to go out there and ride our bikes sometimes when they were flat.
Dude, there was little man-made jumps out there, like little bunny jumps.
What you call it? Yeah, man. When I was coaching at Harriman, that was the first thing I noticed. I would take the Mountain View corridor, and I was just in awe, just like, dang, I didn't know all this was out here. I mean, homes are out there. In fact, there's another high school that's getting built out there.
Dude, they're building right next to the copper mine. Dude, there's like neighborhoods going up.
Yeah. So it's crazy how, vastly we're growing. Just fast. The pace is fast. It's
a lot of new development.
Holy cow! And when I used to take that corridor, before I was going to coaching at Heron, I'd take that corridor, and I've taken it a few times, and there was nobody on there. Man, I go there now. There's people on there just because a lot of people are living out that way, and just like, man.
That thing's almost done.
Yeah.
I think it's going to go to 201, so that's like a good... Yeah, I'd say...
Everyone's moving here, man. Everybody's moving here. Whether it's because of the COVID, a lot of people from California are moving here. And so, sure, fortunate enough to be in a state that's actually producing,
It's a good economy. Utah's always been steady. I think within the last 5-10 years or something like that, They're usually within the top 5 of the nation.
Yeah.
As far as like just economy, and we are called the Beehive State.
Yeah.
There's a queen bee and
I
we're all
know.
drones.
Yeah, I know. We are a state that is real popular to start business.
That's really good for small business.
Yeah, a lot of people like to come here and start business.
There's a lot of new tech companies. They're calling it Silicon Slopes.
Yeah. What is that?
Silicon is it's a pretty big piece of what they used to make computers and stuff. So the Silicon Valley in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
So they're calling this place Silicon Slopes as like a,
is it like a sister
city or whatever? I don't even know. But there's a lot of new tech companies here in Utah. So the Utah Jazz just got bought up by a tech guy.
Yeah. Smith, Mike Smith, something Smith.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, dude, the tech money is out here. There's a lot of tech things happening. I think Vivint is from here. There's a lot of Domo is from here.
Yeah, I don't know if Vivint's from here, but
Adobe's out there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just a grip of different technology things happening here in Utah, and there's a lot of them at the point of the mountain, in like kind of Thanksgiving Point area.
Oh yeah. So those buildings are crazy nice.
Dude, they're moving the prison.
Where are they moving?
They're moving the prison over there by the airport. So then they can have new land for like more companies to come. So that's kind of the hub of like where everyone is right now.
Is that are they shutting down Draper and moving everyone to that one? Or
yeah. So I think they're building the new prison and then they're closing that one. Oh yeah. I don't know exactly when, but yeah, dude, it's that place in the valley is so polarizing.
Yeah.
So at the very top of the point of the mountain, at the very top of that, what is that? Traverse Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
There's all these giant, beautiful, just like, buildings that look like grocery stores, but they're houses. They're just, these huge buildings. And then right at the very bottom of the hill is the prison. So it looks like heaven and hell. And there's one like, and then the I-15 goes straight through. Wow. So it's like I-15 all the way to, where does I-15 go? To San Diego.
Yeah.
I-15 goes from San Diego through Montana up to Canada. So that's the longest stretch of road we have here in America. Right?
Oh, wow.
And then right there in the middle of that I-15.
Is it I-15?
I-15,
I didn't know that.
Dude. Well, yeah, dude. It's one of the things that the pioneers helped establish they, because they moved from. So if you look at the city grid in San Francisco or San Diego,
I'm picturing it right now
because the city grid in Las Vegas and Salt Lake, they all have the exact same city grid.
Yeah.
It's
That's right, dude. Man.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it's the same population of people who made all three of those cities, and they go all the way up through Idaho and Montana,
and then up to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! I didn't know that. I thought Idaho, that was it.
No, I-15. If you're looking at the map, it goes from west and then it kind of goes and curves.
Keeps
curving east, all the way to the top.
Yeah, that's right.
Canada.
Yeah.
But it goes. I mean, San Diego is right there by Tijuana.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's like not from coast to coast, but from north to south in that direction.
So I know the 15. Doesn't the 15 and the 5, I believe, they merge as you go into the border of Tijuana.
I've never been I don't think, man, I've never been to that border. Have you?
It is crazy.
Okay, yeah, I haven't.
It's great.
I've never been to the actual.
That's
have you crossed into Mexico?
That's another
Have
story.
You been to Mexico?
That's another story.
All right, we're another day.
Another story for another podcast.
All right, write this one down. Tijuana's story.
Yeah, I believe the 15, any of those roads going down there merge. Anyways, because when we went to Tijuana, we took the 5.
Yeah, the 5 goes to like LA all the way to.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember if the 15 merges into and then it just becomes a 5. I believe it does. But yeah, man.
Good times in Tijuana.
Man. Good story. Yeah, man. Shoot. wrap it up. Any questions you want to ask me? Anything that I left out of?
Just like basic stuff. I don't even know if you want to answer them. They're just like, what are your favorite hobbies? What are the things? I mean, we kind of went through different things that you're currently doing, like football and life.
So just that. Hanging out with the kids and just the family. I'm just a family dude. I like to hang out with the kids. Fulfill what I have to do, for the family. So, but no, I work out every day.
Okay, you still on that?
Yeah, so that's one new thing that I over the 2 years ago I started. My weight loss, whatever and whatnot. And so at one time I was almost 500 pounds. I was 474. 26 pounds away. It's more like,
dude, where are you at now?
I measure it in Twinkies, I was a Twinkie away from 500 pounds,
Dude, that's it's pretty close.
But I love Twinkies. I still eat them. But, worked out.
You ever had a fried Twinkie?
Huh?
Fried Twinkie, have you ever had it?
Oh, no.
No? Oh, okay. That's a carnival thing. I've never.
That sounds delicious. But no, I work out every day. I lift 4 times a week. I cardio 3 times a week. And so is that right? Yeah. So just trying to get it in, trying to stay active, trying to stay healthy. I guess it's not a hobby, it's just a everyday life thing. It's a must that I go to the gym. So that hobbies, that's it. Coaching and stuff like that.
All right. Favorite color?
Favorite color. My favorite color is red, but I wear blue a lot. But I love the color red.
I didn't know that.
But I wear blue a lot. And so whatever the backstory of that is, I don't know. It's just I grew up around a lot of people wearing blue. But favorite color is red, but I wear a lot of blue. So,
I did not know that.
Yes.
You do wear a lot of blue, too.
You wear a lot of blue, man. I wear more blue than black and white. It's just, I don't know.
Food? Favorite food?
Oh, man.
Something that you can probably eat all the time and never get sick of?
Shoot. If I have to go with food, it would have to be turkey tail. Yeah. Dude. Turkey tail.
That's what got you to almost 500.
I grew up eating turkey tail, man. And so I just remember mom was let's just say, "Ay, mama." I was like, you ain't got to tell me twice.
All right, favorite style of turkey tail then, because there's a plethora of.
Oh, man. My favorite style, and I've only done it twice. I've only done it twice. Is smoked turkey tail.
Huh?
Smoked turkey tail.
I don't think I have. Or maybe I've had when you made it. No. The
flavor that the wood chips give it is just. It's good, man.
Turkey tail having ass.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Dude, that stuff.
Yeah, it's good. It's real good. And so, I would have to say smoked turkey tail. Yeah. And those who don't know what turkey tail is, it's the butt of the turkey.
Exactly what it is. It's a literal definition.
And it's where where the feathers come out. And so it's the actual muscle, the butt muscle of the turkey. And that's turkey tail, turkey ass, mooly pee pee. Yeah. Hey, put another turkey ass on the barbie. Get your turkey ass over here. Oh, man. Yeah, shit. Oh man.
Travel destinations. The one you liked or stood out the most to you. You liked the most.
Singapore.
Singapore.
Yeah. I know I mentioned it before, or I mentioned that we went to Singapore.
What was the deal about Singapore?
Oh man, it was. So Singapore is a place of like it's a city business, but it's like how we were talking about Utah. People come here to do business. Singapore is like the world goes there to do business, kind of like New York and all those uh, popular cities and whatnot. But Singapore, outside of the country, Singapore is like that. The whole world is there. In fact, when we were there, I met a guy that was working on his record label. He's from Layton. Yeah, he's from Layton. He's from Layton. Black kid. Uh, he was like, "Hey, I went to the show. They said that you guys are from Salt Lake." He's like, "Yeah, I'm from Layton." And then two other guys that we met at a after party were from. They live in Hong Kong. They're game programmers. They're from Taylorsville.
Oh,
yeah. What the? Yeah, they're from Taylorsville. I believe it. Yeah, the Taylorsville. They're from Salt Lake. Yeah. And so, and it was just cool to meet a lot of these people around the world and whatnot. But Singapore was cool, man. The of course we were on for the YouTube celebration. What was it? It was just a company from Ireland wanted to throw a show, and it was to. It was a show to nominate the best. It's an Ireland show that wanted to nominate the best. It was like a award show for the best YouTube video, and so everybody that was YouTube stars, celebrities were out there. Like Epic Mealtime was out there. The remember the what was that freaking? Oh shoot, what was it? But it was like it's something that went viral, and then like every every sitcom, every series, every company, school, it was like a flash thing. Like oh man, what's it called? It's the guys that they wear the spacesuits. They wear like different costumes and whatnot. But it was like a big thing. They play a song. Someone plays a song, and one guy's starting it off and he's just acting a fool, and all of a sudden it goes to a different shot and everyone's got costumes on and they're all like, just dancing to this song. I forget what song it is. I can't think of it. Anyways, those guys were there that started that trend. Who was Japanese? What was I forget? It's been such a long time. But
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style was there at the gig. Psy. Psy, yeah, he was there at the gig. In fact, Psy was on stage waiting for us to come off, and I was coming off the back door and whatnot, or off stage, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, so funny, so funny, it's so funny, boom, 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 so funny." It's like, thanks, Psy. Yeah. But yeah, just overall, man, we stayed in the Marina Bay Sands with the infinity pool on top. It literally, if you look at Marina Bay Sands, it looks like a hotel with a surfboard on top, and it's got 3 towers, and it looks like a surfboard on top. Just going across, and there's a pool up there, and it looks over the whole bay, the city and the buildings and whatnot. Can't look over to the other side where the bay is, but where the city is, you're looking over the buildings and whatnot. So, but yeah, it was cool to just be there, and it was real hot in Singapore, so you're able to go in the pool. Like they had it open at 8:00 in the morning, and so yeah, we ate well out there, and just got to meet a lot of celebrities and a lot of other people from everywhere and whatnot. So, but yeah, man, that was the best place we've ever traveled to, or at least for me, was Singapore.
Favorite fight?
Ooh, like personal fight or
Any fight?
man, uh, I think my favorite fight, boxing, for boxing that I've seen on TV was when De La Hoya fought Vargas. De La Hoya versus Vargas. I want to say it was back in shoot, 01? 01, 2000, around there, somewhere around there. But yeah, just that Vargas was a upcoming boxer in De La Hoya, and he was giving just De La Hoya the business, just talking his shit, just talking trash, just, and I was like, dang, dude, this guy's ready to go, man. He's a young kid, ready for fame, ready to be the best, went in there and just De La Hoya just, all right, I'm taking you to school, boy. But it went good the first 5 rounds. After the 5th round, De La Hoya took over, ended in TKO in the 11th round. And I remember Merchant, the commentator, I think it's Merchant, asked De La Hoya if do you feel that you beat up a kid?
What was the age difference? Was it pretty?
I think 10 years. Yeah, but I think De La Hoya, I forgot what De La Hoya said, but I was like,
Vargas outclassed.
Yeah, for me, it was just like, well, if you're gonna go in there and play with the big boys, and get the big boy beating. So it doesn't matter what age it is and whatnot. Vargas wanted that smoke. He was talking all that trash and went in there. But that, and then my personal fight was against, it was my senior year, and the semifinal match. I was wrestling against Orem, who had took it his junior year. It took state his junior year. But that match right there was my best fight when I was younger, So at least for a personal fight, that was one to remember. Yeah, man, because I beat him and ended up going to the finals, but I lost in the finals to Timpanogos.
That was Timpanogos?
Yeah.
Dang.
At one point. But it was cool,
Yeah,
man. It was cool. It was cool because in fact, my senior year, I was overweight. You know what's funny?
Freshman, wearing all the bags and stuff.
So like freshman, sophomore, and I was stripping down naked. Yes, I was stripping down naked on the scale, and I was like, don't look at me. Please don't look at me. Yeah, it was my freshman, sophomore, and junior year. I never was overweight. Never had a cut weight to make weight because it was 275. So my freshman year, I remember I was 235. My sophomore year, I was 245, 250 around there. My junior year, I was 270, 265. So my senior year, I just shot up, and I was 300, 305.
So you were losing weight every single week just to wrestle?
So I was 305. And so, dude, I was way overweight. So, oh, yeah. So, my senior year, so that I didn't wrestle until after the Christmas break. Yeah. After the Christmas break, I didn't wrestle till after the Christmas break. And, well, in fact, I didn't wrestle till we had a meet after Christmas break, and then I wrestled after, so I still missed the meet, and I was against Highland. But during that Christmas break, I don't know if you remember, That's when I lost all that weight. I was 305, so 275, so 285, 295, 305. Oh, so I was 315. I had to lose 40 pounds. I was 315. I had to lose 40 pounds. Okay, right? Is that 40
Yeah, it
pounds?
sounds
Yeah,
like
it's
40
40
pounds
pounds.
of turkey tail.
So 40 pounds. So those 2 weeks that we were off, for some reason, our school landed on the time where we had 2 weeks off. And um, so that first week, or during those 2 weeks, or for the first week and a half. So I remember Thursday we had a tournament, and I was just gonna go run and do stuff with you guys, and rest. Practice started as well, but we had a tournament Friday. That's right. Wednesday and Thursday we had practice. Then we had our tournament on Friday. Friday night leading up to Saturday morning. So that whole first week to Tuesday, I worked out. This was my schedule. Was I got up at 7. I went and ran. I want to say 2 miles. I would do my sprints and other sit-ups and push-ups, all the other stuff. Then I would come in. Remember that fireplace we had?
Yeah.
I would burn wood, and I'll put blankets, about like 4 or 5 blankets, and I would sit there cratered up by the fire, and I would just move back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just building a sweat. And I'll just move back and forth, back from I'm on my elbows and knees, just back and forth, back and forth. And I did that. I did that for like a good 30 minutes. Shower and go sleep. Wake up. I would drink remember the old glass mayonnaise bar jars?
Mm.
Yeah, so I had cleaned one of those out, and I think it was, I want to say, a 32 ounce, 32 or probably 4. It was big, but that's the only water I had. 2 breast chicken and 2 scoops of rice, and that was it. That's what I had for the. That was the only meal. That was the only water I was getting. After that, I would chill out. I would chill out, let that settle in, and then go back and do my same workout I did in the morning, and come and just rock back and forth in front of the fire. Everybody was warm that winter. Those
Yeah, I
2 weeks,
think
they
so.
didn't have to worry about who's doing the fire. I was doing the fire. Yeah, so because that downstairs is cold in the mug, dude. And so I was always doing the fire. So yeah, I just rock back and forth under those blankets, and I get a sweat in. Then I would shower. Um, uh, and then I would shower. And that'd be probably like 1, 1 or 2 o'clock, probably 3 o'clock. Then I'll just kick it. Before I went to sleep, I would do more push-ups, sit-ups, um, and jumping jacks. I remember I always did jumping jacks before I went to sleep. I did that whole week all the way till Tuesday. Sunday was the only day I didn't do it. I didn't want to get whooped. What are you doing? So yeah, got back to the tournament, or to the school, and I couldn't. I was sick. I got sick because I was eating. I was losing all this weight. I didn't know that my body, I was just trying to lose weight. I didn't care about any sickness or whatnot. And so I woke up, and I didn't go to the practice on Wednesday and Thursday, but I ended up feeling better and went on Friday to the tournament. So went to the tournament on Friday, and we all hopped on the scale, and coach looked at me and was like, what the, because even when I got sick, dude, I couldn't go out and work out or anything. I was just sick. He's like, you know what, I'll just be sick, and eat whatever I can eat, because my body needed more food, man, because I was losing too many calories too fast and not replenishing my body. I wasn't giving it its nutrients. I was only eating 2 breast chicken, rice, and then that 32, 40 ounce whatever water every day. Anyways, we got to the tournament. Coach just looks at me. He's like, "You, oh my gosh, are you okay?" I was like, yeah. It's like, you lost a lot of weight. And I was like, yeah, trying to wrestle, coach.
Mm.
Got up on the scale. He's like, let's go weigh. Got up on the scale. It was 280.
Dang, you still need those 5 pounds.
Yeah, but I was 280. So I lost 35 pounds within a week.
That's intense, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever.
35 pounds within a week.
Dude.
Yeah. I wanted to wrestle. I didn't want to.
Did you end up making that tournament?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay. So
no,
that 5
no.
pounds was still.
Yeah. Yeah. And plus I was sick. I was still, just coming out of my sickness and whatnot. Coach knew I was sick. He could tell that. But he was just like, to this day, Coach is like, I can't believe you did that. Yeah.
That's a trip.
Coach Arishida, Coach Claypier. Yeah. Love you guys, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. And I missed that Highland match because I was like a pound over or something like that. And so then until after that, I was made weight. I was either 274.9 whatever or 275.0. I was always fighting, I had to cut weight. Every so throughout the week, man. I was like, I can't eat that.
Every week, dude, you had to cut weight.
Yeah.
I just remember all the trash bags and all the, the cardio and stuff. I remember we had a thing where we had to like follow you around.
Yeah, that practice. was that we took pictures, man.
It was like, all right, everyone get behind you. Yeah. We all just followed you around until you cut weight for
I wish I had those photos.
That was at a tournament or something.
It was at Region. Okay. At Clearfield. Remember, I was trying to make weight to wrestle Clearfield.
Like, everyone's lined up behind you, and we just kept on going. And then you check the scale, come back and run, go check the scale, and then
yeah. So yeah, man, I ended up being a Clearfield at Region, and that put me in a good spot. Put me in a good spot for the state tournament. And in the state tournament, I fought my all the way. I met Freeman in the semifinals, and like I said, that was my best fight, dude. You know what's funny? My first move when I actually started wrestling, because I wrestled at Jefferson Junior High before we all transferred to Churchill.
Okay.
But Jefferson, I went to one match and Mom saw me get pinned with some big old palangi guy, some big old white kid, man. It's just real big. And she thought it wasn't fair because the weight class, even though my age was young and whatnot, this guy just laid on me and just, pinned. So Mom was like, no more wrestling. It's too dangerous. So I get to Churchill. I try it out again. Bechtel, his son, come on, man.
Zane?
Not Zane, the older one. Sam. Sam Bechtel. Sam came over to Churchill and taught me the elbow roll. Oh, so yeah, when they're trying to put their elbow, you tuck that in, you just roll, right? That was the first move I learned. That was a move I pulled off on Freeman.
Oh,
to reverse, to get the reverse and the pinfall points, and I ended up winning that match. It was that move.
Right on, man.
That move I got him on. Yeah, that was my first move I learned in wrestling at Churchill. Happened to be the last move, or the move that would put me into the finals. Dude. That's how I beat Freeman, who was the state champ from last year. That's who I beat in the semifinal. Yeah, so that's why I remember.
It's a good fight, dude.
I remember the details, man.
Yeah, that is definitely a good fight.
Freaking Uncle Cepho and Eddie broke the rail, and Flea broke the rail. They were all at the match. They broke the rail. They were jumping up and down. Oh. The whole thing just collapsed.
Oh, nice.
You just hear this boom, boom, boom. Oh man. Yeah, man. That's intense. And even that finals match was intense, man. It was back and forth, man. I remember their family and their coaches. I was like, dude, that was part of the most exciting heavyweight match I've seen. It's like you guys were going at it. We were shooting, we were picking each other up, just trying everything, man. Getting away from his leg drag. He caught me on his leg drag. Finally caught me, man. I was like, dang. Yeah, I got the 2 points. But yeah, those were my fights. Sorry I prolonged that, but yeah.
All good, man.
Yeah.
Right on.
Man, dude. Good times, man.
Yeah, way good times.
Yeah. And then you, you getting back into guitar? You playing any more guitar still?
I jam around here in the house, and, you know. But for the most part, you know, it's just me hanging out and playing music.
Yeah.
There's no like, I mean, I was getting together with Zach again for a little bit earlier, or last year earlier. But yeah, dude, I'm just playing here at the house.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jamming guitar, ukulele.
But
even that, dude, it's still something it's still something I enjoy. I love it. Poe was telling me, she's like, hey, when we start a band, or no, she goes, when you play in my band, will you shave your beard? I was like, I can do that, I guess. But yeah, man, it's been something interesting. She loves music.
Yeah.
Baby Tassie loves to dance around, so it's been good, man. I'm thankful. Kat also plays and sings, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, man, it's been good.
Well, man, it's been great.
Next time.
Yeah, you want to wrap this up, man? Dude.
Thanks for coming over. Thanks for being able to be available for this.
Thank you for just actually going through with it, man, and just doing something different, man. This is cool. I like this. I can't wait to the next episode, which we will have a guest, our next episode. And so look on social media to see who our special guest is. We'll go from there, man. Till next time, man. I love you guys, and I'm brand new.
Welcome to the brand new podcast. Yeah. Till next time.
We'll see ya.
Dude.
Fuck yeah, man.
Fuck yeah. Right on, dude.
Fuck yeah.